Ah, the good part is that the microphone thing is okay. But the bad news is that all the other two videos, the 2 hour videos, they've gone to waste, man. They have no audio. And the way I was spitting facts, I can't believe this, man. But anyway, I'm Felix. I love my get back. We were talking about love and lust. Mm. Is it possible for you to love twice in your lifetime? I don't, if, from my understanding of love, love can only happen in your lifetime once. I'm talking in terms of male and female like relationship. You see, let me just say this. My dad died when I was 10. One thing about my mother that I commend her for, she never remarried. I don't think she stayed celibate, obviously, but she never like gave herself to another. She never took on the name of another man. She never remarried, basically. She preserved her dignity. You know, the society now looked at her like she only loved her dead husband. She portrayed the whole idea of love. That's what I'm trying to say. I believe that we as humans, in terms of male female, you can only love one person. And why do I say so? If it's genuine, if the love was genuine at first, it can never be replicated. Now this is where genuinity. Let us. I've said this. Sorry, my mother and videos that had like the audio issue. Moving forward in these contents, we'll be doing something different. I believe my content will be me talking, and I've said earlier that I'm working on my articulation. Also, will be involving technology in our convos. What are we going to do? Chat GPT is free. Why not use it? I was about to use it, but I forgot what I was about to use it for. But anyway, this is just a segue to tell you now that my content will be now like way cooler because we're going to be learning about words, and improving our articulation and making our English better. Also, in the future, we'll be learning about foreign languages, which is something that I'm going to practice in the future. So pray for me and look out for that. Yeah. I believe that human, in terms of male and female, you're only meant to love one. You see, like those lovebirds, those pigeon. My friend Jimmy used to tell. We have very deep talks with my friend. Pause. He told me once. I learned this from him. He told me that they are like lovebirds. When one bird dies, the other one commits suicide. Like they cannot vunja ndoa. They cannot go into another man's female matrimonial home. There is no adultery in the world and fornication in the world. No, not fornication. There is no adultery in the world of birds. They only love ones. Nowadays, people are having sex a lot, especially where I'm at in Nairobi, Kenya. People are woke, people are hippie, the young people especially. They have been westernized. They listen to cool music, they follow celebrities, there's this lifestyle, social media. Everything is fast paced. Drugs, accessible, sex. It's transy. So everybody is smashing. Everybody, people are smashing heavy. I'm not saying that because I'm not smashing. I'm bitter. I'm like horny. No, no, no. It's not from a bitter standpoint. It's just an observation, and like just we're having a conversation. I believe. Yeah. Everybody is smashing everybody. Yo. It's getting a bit disgusting, to be honest. It's mundane, you know. The reason I'm saying so is because amongst those smashing community and people, etc., there are genuine people who are looking for other genuine people. So it's hard. It's kind of hard to distinguish who's genuine and who's playing running game on you. You know, who's after love, who's after lust. That's basically what I'm trying to say. If you know you're a tender soul, if you know you cannot handle any heartbreak, whether male or female, please be mindful of this and pick your poison. You can think that the person loves you. You love them back, genuinely. But they're running game on you, you know. You're a walking dildo. You're a walking ATM. Whatever. You're just another funny guy that tells her jokes and then she goes off. She likes you because you help her with mathematics. She likes you because you sex her better than her man, the one that she truly loves. Yet you have, yes, you've been given the gift of sexing her. Your sex is better, but you are falling in love with her. But she's not reciprocal. She's not reciprocative. I've just learned that word from ChatGPT. So I'm on. Yes. My audience will always be learning, especially when it comes to language. I'm pro that. Communication, articulation. Be mindful and be aware of this. Learn to distinguish between love and lust. If you are a tender soul, if you are a thug, a cold, on frost type of person, whether male or female, then continue doing your thing. We're not knocking you. We're just making an observation and making a conversation. Yes. Actually, guys, I'm a bit disappointed. I've done this is very disappointing. In my whole journey of content creation, I've done a long as nice, organic 3-hour video, but there's no sound. I'm going to upload it even if there's no sound. I'm going to title it as no sound because of error or something. I cannot do a 4-hour, so close to 3-hour content video, and yet it has no sound. For nothing. Man, I guess I'll just have to accept it. Is what it is. Yeah, I'm bugging. I think I'm bugging. I just need to accept it. I'm tripping. My young people, I think you're living in very difficult times. It's sort of sucks to be young nowadays. Young, from what okay, there are quids and there are pros and the cons. There are pros and cons nowadays. In terms of pros, being young now, education is learning is way easier now with AI and them. You can just, back when I was at campus, you used to go to a physical library. If you're given an assignment, you have to literally search for the answer book per book, and those books are like encyclopedias. With that, the English jargon in those books were that old English, that hence, thus, hitherto English. So imagine if you were given an assignment, you had to walk into the library, go to a particular section. Many professors are in those sections. Let's say it's an economic assignment, economic stuff. So you have to work in the economic section, and there are plenty of professors with plenty of things to say, but in many pages, blah, 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 arranged from top to bottom of the shelf. So you have to look into one of each and every book just to find a particular answer for one question. Imagine how long it took us to finish an assignment. Let's say it had 20 questions. Nowadays, you can just Google search that image. You can be given an exam, for instance, from what I've seen. You have this exam questionnaire in front of you. Just pick it, flick it up, and search it without even typing and stuff, and feed it to AI assistant, and it will answer everything correctly. That's the beauty of being young nowadays. Technology has made everything, if not most of the things, easier. But in terms of being alive, being human, connection, less people are like making connections nowadays. Me included. I'm guilty of it. But I'm talking about the young people, the future. You know, society will not develop if people are not like making connections. Because people will not have vested interest in the society. Hence, there will be no development. If a young person who is of age and wants to marry or wants to make a connection with a female, and yet they cannot somehow, some way find any connection with the opposite sex for whatever the reason, then they will have nothing to lose. They will care less. They will let it all burn. This phrase I quoted from the famous masculine hero Andrew Tate. Sorry to use him. I know most people don't like him, but it's the truth. That's what he said. Charity begins at home. It all stems from a basic setup like that, a unit setup like that, from the household setup. If there's love between a man and a female in a household setup, that love will translate or be transferred onto the kids. The kids eventually will love society. Society will be full of love. If that household is built on lust, they are using each other. Same effect. It will trickle to the kids. The kids will now be on hoe mode, as the young people call it. They'll be smashing left, right, center. That like what is going on right now. People are, I'm not hating. Maybe some people will say maybe because I'm lonely, but it's not even for me. It's for the young people. Me, I cannot even perform that well. I'm old. My shit is not like working like that. I'm not really, my sex appetite is a bit down because I'm old, but I'm just saying, people are like smashing like crazy. It's crazy. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm not a saint, but I'm just pointing out, it's not normal. It's not right. It does not feel right. Because I come from the days when chastity was like prideful in women. Women took pride in being chastity. Let us Google this. Women took pride in being, I'm going to type it. ChatGPT will do everything. Women took pride in being, is it chastful? I'm going chastful, if my English is correct. Yes, you probably mean chaste or chastful, though chastful is very uncommon. My English is correct. It's just that it's all English. The natural sentence will be, women took pride in being chaste, abstaining from sexual relations, morally pure, modest in a traditional sense. Examples: she lived a chaste life. So, I'm a millennial, I'm 31. I think millennials are the last generation to experience both the old ways and the new. We go to experience both worlds. So I've seen it. Back in the day, women like being a hoe, having numerous body counts was shamed upon. It was shunned. It was nothing cool to say in front of people. Nowadays, OnlyFans and the whole webcam gig. I know a chick in Kampala who used to do that webcam thing, and she's my friend actually. We were talking about it. They ran a whole different con. I was talking with my friend T. Like there's a cone, like there's a cone in the camera thing by the FYI. You can be blackmailed by anyway. Being young nowadays, it's crazy. From what I've heard, sex is energy based. from what I've heard, of which it's true indeed. You can acquire traumas, etc. This is cliche. Most people know this already. I won't even speak on this. But my stance point as Felix is that too much smashing is getting mundane. It's not supposed to be that way. Society will not grow. If people are just fucking, no connections are being made. No, kids are not being made. Like, you could say it's because I'm old. Like, right now, I'm having baby fever a lot. Like, sometimes I wish I had a kid. Even though I used to say that initially I used to say that I never wanted kids because it's limiting. But sometimes, I think having kids when you're there mentally, it's okay. We are all evolving anyway, who knows? But this whole body count thing, I pray that it stops. Women need to be the nice girls that we want them to be. They used to be. They used to not give it up easy. Like nowadays, hey, you can just see a chick. You want to make your shoot a shot, but you hear that she has like numerous body counts. So it's very demoralizing. It makes one lose taste. It's crazy. So I pray that you young people out there, you stop this. Don't smash it. It's not too bad to smash. I'm not saying that you should not smash. But come on. Like everyone, you can't smash everyone. Are you not grotesque? Let us Google this. I learned this word. Grotesque is to be like disgusted. Grotesque. Yes, it's not, no. It's not our word. Sorry. I missed this out. Grotesque. It has a Q. Grotesque. What is the spelling of grotesque? Spell. This ChatGPT thing won't play games with me. Grotesque. Anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, I think you get the point. Okay. Why am I saying it's disgusting? When you really see the act of sex, have you ever been in a strip club? Have you ever been into a strip club? In most strip clubs, they do that sex thing like in front of you. When you really see, like as a man, when you see, that's why I understand why men don't want other men smashing their wives. Because when you see like from a third point of view, another man smashing a woman, it's a bit, there's shame to it. It's not normal, It's not moral. There's something dark or of the opposite of light, if not dark, about it. So imagine your wife being smashed by another person. If you want to imagine that, go to a strip club and just see the way that guy does the chick. Then you'll understand why you need to have a loyal wife. Trust me. That's just a clear way to put it. In regards to the young people, your future wife, pray that your future wife is not being smashed somewhere left, right, in a group sex somewhere, in UN or somewhere, someplace, KU somewhere, says, gang banged. Please pray. As you pray for money, a young man, as you pray for money, success, pray to God that may you help me find a good partner, a loyal partner, a partner that I love, a partner that I'm not lustful for. If you get caught up in the world of lust, you will self-destruct. Trust me. I'll give you an example as we proceed with this journey of ours. I'll give you a personal example from my family that depicts this clearly of how a lustful guy ended up self-destructing until they killed themselves. I repeat, the other video that had no audio, I'd say this. If you are a tender soul, the way Drake says it, if you are a tender soul, be aware of this and know what you're getting yourself into. A tender soul is a genuine soul in my world. Hence, if you are a genuine soul, be aware of the fakery and fuckery that is going on. Well said. Guys, I can't believe I'm still mad. Imagine I've done like a 3-hour good content video and it has no sound, man, because of my microphone thing. This actually is going to motivate me to buy very nice equipments for this thing. We are about to shoot a podcast next week. I had said earlier in that bloody video, we're going to start our a chess thing with my friend T. We'll be shooting it from at least twice or thrice a week, however many times, from my spot here, my humble abode, my small apartment here. I have the lighting thing set up. I just need to buy the tripod, and I'll be using his phone in the meantime. I need to buy the tripod and mics. Inshallah, I'll do that. And I also need to buy something so that I can, for my own personal contents, I also need to buy something to help my phone. I have it handled anyway. I just pray that you also pray for me that it goes my way so that I can do more of this. And also I had said earlier in that video that I am pro articulation. Our videos will be not only about speaking our hearts out, but also it will be about learning like the English language, because articulation is key. Articulation, I had said earlier, is the fuel for any human activity. It's the fuel for everything. I want to deposit this money in the bank. You have articulated, you have communicated, whether by gestures, by whatever, but you have expressed something. You have communicated. Communication. The way you communicate needs to be precise and clear. Straight to the point. I can keep on ranting about that video, but it is what it is. Let bygones be bygones. Like, guys, there's that one chick that you asked for a number and then she said no. You just let it go. Life has to go on. Sindio means, isn't it? For anyone that might be curious anyway. Yo, I work with Armenians. So there was this Armenian friend of mine, but he resigned. He used to tell me a lot about their culture. Yes. Armenia is actually a very nice country. Those people are like Arabs, and they're like Caucasian Arabs, those people. Yeah. They don't look Arab, but they look white. Kim Kardashian is Armenian. They look like Kim Kardashian, So it is in Eastern Europe. It is very cultured. Why am I even talking about Armenia? Why did I get to Armenia? Oh, because of the old. Okay, the reason why I say this is because I used to teach him Swahili. He used to talk a bit of Armenian. Even my boss, like I teach her a bit of Swahili. She's Filipino, so yeah, she's Filipino. Sorry. So sometimes I say Merry Christmas in Swahili. Sometimes when you find like someone that you connect with, okay, not necessarily sexual, but there's some form of connection with a person, you need to treasure it, and you need to make fun out of it. Like, you need to make the most out of it, and the basis of it should be also fun-filled, Don't be staunch. Sometimes don't be grumpy most of the times with your friends, Laugh a little, joke a little with your friends, Somebody that you feel like is genuine to you, treasure it, reciprocate it. Young men out there, avoid being a snake. Don't snake people, because it's retributive. Sorry, I learned this. It's retributive. I just learned this. I was googling this. Let us chat GPT it and confirm. Is retributive a word or retributive? Is retributive a word? Excuse me. Retributive. Don't snake people. If you go into a relationship in form of lust, you are as equal as a snake. You are a serpent, and you will pay for it. Karma will catch up with you. No matter how long it will take her, Karma does not forget. She is a very, very, very vengeful lady. Don't snake people. I am pro genuinity. And I repeat and I keep on reiterating. Avoid snaking people in your lifetime, please. I sort of look better with the glasses, huh? Do you guys feel the same? Huh? I'm just playing, I'm just playing. Yeah. You know, my eyes were. I can't believe I lost that guy. I can't believe that video was hard, yo. I was speaking facts, but anyway. Anyway. What did Martin Luther say, or was it Tupac? They can free the body, but they can never free the mind. No, they can change the body, but they can never change the mind. Sorry. So even if I lose it, I know I still somewhere in my head. I know I'm that nigga. I will just say some fly shit eventually. You dig? Anyway, my young people, my name is Felix Juma. I have had many battles in my life. I am 31 years of age. I don't proclaim, I don't stand in front of you here and proclaim or claim myself to be this knowledgeable or perfect character or individual. No, 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 no. No. I am just another curious person who overthinks a lot, who battles with anxiety, depression, suicide, loneliness, as I've said in many, many of my videos, and got tired of feeling the same. Talked to the universe or the higher being, but in my case, God. Though not directly, but over time, I think He has finally answered me, I think. And I keep saying this because I'm thankful to Him. Because why am I saying? He has showed me two things recently. I can do this whenever I'm bored, and whenever I feel suicidal or stress. And He has given me like ideas and how to do it and how to go about. Off the top. Just like that. Instantly. I never planned. I manifested this when the year started. I told one of my friends I'm going to start a training thing, because I'm into fitness and I have a lot of free time. I should start a training thing. Then now ideas like came about, training, vlog, like traveling stuff, challenges, runs, videos like this, shorts. And mine is in an organic way. I am a beginner, I don't know anything, I'm just trying. I had talked about purpose earlier, and I wish how very unfortunate that I've lost that video. It's safe to say that it's lost. But I had talked about purpose, and I think I cannot, I don't know if I should. I can't believe I lost that video. This is very sad actually. Purpose, 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 purpose. What can I say about purpose? Before you ask for anything, ask him first to show you your purpose. Because without purpose, you'll be moving aimlessly. You'll be like a maggot. You know, a maggot has no eyes. They are constantly hitting a brick wall. Pa, 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 pa. That's what I've been struggling for the 31 years that I've been on earth. I've tried insurance. I'm an insurance certified. I'm insurance proficient. FYI. I've tried banking. I'm an accountant. I'm trying this. I'm trying farming. I'm trying to be alive. I'm trying to be zen. I'm just trying to find my purpose on earth. That's what I'm trying to tell you, young people. And you can never know at once. You have to, basically the whole idea is, you have to be curious and assess your lifestyle, assess yourself. And curate your life. Curate your life around this life path so that you can meet it or you can be led to it. In other words, you have to be a human. You have to do what you are expected to do. Don't do what you feel like doing. Right now, if I had, let me just be honest. Right now, I feel like having 2 women on my bed, like right now, having sex, crazy. If you were to ask me, if genie, like some genie, Aladdin, the genie, whatever, was to pop up right now and ask me, Felix, I am a genie in a bottle, what do you want? First thing, I want 2 bad bitches right now. Quick. I would say that I feel it, but it's not right. It's not morally right, to be honest. Don't feed into your vices, young men or young people. It might be your downfall. By the way, I had said in my video, this is just a convo, you know. I'm just some guy somewhere behind a camera just talking. I don't have it all figured out, you know. I think a lot, you know. Damn, I was looking way sexy on that other video. This video now I look like shit. Oh man, come on. I think the light hits better there. So my name is Felix31. I keep on repeating this, and because I don't know, I believe somehow someday this video will land on somebody and it will resonate with somebody. So I'm trying to make it natural and organic as possible. No editing, no fancy stuff, no clickbaits, just me in front of the camera talking. And I can do this for hours. I think this is what I can do this. And like I said earlier, in another lifetime, I think I would have been a therapist or a teacher or somebody, or an imam, I don't know, which I would have loved it. But right now, I'm trying to say these things because I think I have a bit of experience, and as we continue this path, if I disclose my life story, you'd attest and you'd say, yeah, indeed, this guy has been through a lot, quite a lot. So, I'm not here to judge or to mock or to critique anybody. I'm like a big brother who's like letting you know, like, hey, the other side is crazy. Get your shit in order. It's a cold world. I was talking about it in the other video. This topic, we had a convo with my friend T. We play chess a lot with him. People are cold. So be aware. Don't be naive. Ignorance is bliss. Don't be happy in your own ignorant world and think that everybody is ignorant, equally ignorant like you or as you. You'd be hit by a shock or surprise. People out here don't care. People are willing to snake you. People are willing to kill you for the right money, for the right price. Your wife is willing to cheat on you if the right guy asks. Your brother is willing to backstab you for the right amount of money. Be aware. Be aware. Life has no manual. Somebody told me. There's no guide, there's no blueprint. Nobody has it all figured it out. You need to be like a sponge. I'm repeating this because I had said it in my other bad video that has no sound in them. Be like a sponge. Absorb whatever you can absorb, filter out whatever you can filter out. But also know that too much knowledge is not good for you. It can lead to a distraction. Too much knowledge is bad. Don't overindulge or soak yourself into deep matters like that. Be open to things, but have that sense of self-understanding and know yourself. And how do you do that? By asking God to show you your purpose. Once you know your purpose on earth, then everything will be clear. Anxiety will be gone. That pain, that worry. What if? What if? What if? You only get one shot in this life, in that form that you are. If it's Felix in this embodiment, it's only one shot. Like I'll never relive this day again. It has gone like that. It has passed. My former boss used to tell us that. So make the most out of it, Any young person out there, sometimes let me talk about the unemployed people, or people who they have no jobs and yet they're supposed to be working. It's okay, it's temporary. Your time will come. But as you wait for your time, be proactive. Don't just sit there. Even if you have nothing going on, go up country, start farming, do your chores. By the way, Mimi Felix, I live very militant. In another lifetime, I believe I will have also been a military man. I follow certain routines. I like my life having a certain routine, At the same time, I also like doing things incidentally off the top of my head. But there are certain religious, how can I say, there's this word I've forgotten that will clearly nail what I'm trying to say. Basically just routines. I wake up at this, I do this. I like having routines because it also keeps me sane, It makes me look forward into facing the day, At the same time, I also like experiencing new things in between the day, incidental things. Let's say I know I'm supposed to work today, but my friend comes. We have a good conversation. He gives me this idea. I carry it, It has changed my life. If you are unemployed out there, it's okay. It's temporarily. Be aware of it and accept it. Awareness and acceptance is the first step. After you get past that, then you need to talk to the universe. Pray to the universe to look your way. And tell the universe, as I wait for you to look my way, I'm also going to make way. Also, curate my life to Be adaptable to that life, to that path that will lead me to that dream job or whatever that you want. You cannot be drinking from morning till evening and pray that at the evening and pray that, oh, I want to have a good job. No. God gives you what you deserve, and Dutet also says this, which is true. Even though you guys hate him, but most of the things you have to admit, he has a purpose. He knows his purpose. He was put on earth to help save lives, me included, through him. You can say I've learned a lot from him, even though he's polarizing, But men know that he is truly God's gift to men. He has helped a lot of men. You don't have to agree with all what he says, but and we are human. We are humans, sorry. We have black sheep in our family, but do we outcast them, exile them and stuff? What was the leprosy thing called? Lepers, you cast away, we don't do them. Let me say a relatable thing that happened recently. We don't quarantine them. We learn to deal with them and try to make them see things from our own standpoint. So I pray anybody that is unemployed, that is seeking for purpose out there, that they keep on asking. They keep on asking for it. They keep on seeking it. But at the same time, curate their lives in a certain way. You have to have dignity, principles, codes, ethics in your life. Things that you can't do purely because they are not right. Not because they are not doable, it's because they are not right, as per your own principles. Principles stems from morality. Your principles should be like morally lined, They should be more like they should be of good morals, I believe. They are bad principles to have. Meaning, a terrorist, let's say the terrorist people, they walk in this manner that they are meant to kill, like let's say a certain faction, But that is not right. Yes, it's a principle they have, but is it morally right? No. Morality is something that is innate in all of us. Nobody teaches you not to kill, but innate in you deep down that you're not supposed to kill. It's like reflex. I keep on using these analogies. It's like this analogy. A kid was never taught to, when a kid is born, literally, okay, they're not really taught how to eat, You just put something, food, or you let the mother's breast on their mouth and they open and they just know the whole process without being taught. It's like reflex. Same as morality. Morality. Excuse my articulation, I'm a bit tired, but how I wish you had seen my other 2 videos with no audios. You would have seen that this guy is truly an Englishman. FYI, I told you before, I was among the best English students in my county where I schooled at in high school. St. Anthony, shout out. Mr. Nabungolo, shout out. You truly made militant men. We are militant in Nabungolo. We are conquering, we are fighting. We are warriors. We are not going to back down without a fight. You made us for this world, Mr. Nabungolo, our principal, and I thank you. Even though you used to beat us and stuff, but you shaped us. Anybody from St. Anthony's, let me just talk my shit in terms of like my high school. Anybody from St. Anthony's is built different. Those people are warriors. I'll elaborate more about my high school life. It's still in. We'll talk more. This is just a conversation. Like I was bored shitless. Like I'd said earlier in the other video. I figured why not open like my laptop and get my stuff, and just start talking. So my young people, you'll be seeing quite a lot of me. If you want to see me, I'm on YouTube. I've just created this new YouTube page for this type of content, and many others to come. So far I've managed to create Facebook because it's quicker and I'm familiar with it. I want to create TikTok, Instagram, etc., and be like, just uploading stuff here and there, here and there, here and there, here and there. I don't aim to like really if it happens, it happens. If I blow one day, I blow. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to be doing a whole. But what I've discovered is, if I have there's a power, there's power in our phones, in our phones. Sometimes I can. My life will be lit. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. I do fun stuff. My life is lit. It's a bit depressing, but I've lived actually a very interesting lifestyle. I've been to many places. I've interacted with many races. I've worked many jobs. I've done plenty of things for a 31-year-old. And I believe I'm going to do more. So I figured, why shouldn't I document what I'm like experiencing, even if it won't even if it's not for the purposes of blowing up. I can show it to my grandchild one day that when I was 31, this was my mind frame. I was thinking like this at 31. When you go to my Instagram, I have each year. I'm not really a pro pictures. I don't take lots of pictures, but for the purposes of Instagram, I usually take one photo every year, and on the captions I write the year that I was, depending on that particular my age that I am, depending on the particular year. Let's say if I'm 28 this year, I usually take one pic only for the whole year and say 28, 29. If you go into my Instagram, if you look into my Instagram, it's basically like that. I started it from when I was 25 or something, 24, 25, 2020, them years. You know why? The internet never forgets. You never know. If I'll have a child someday, and I keep saying this, let me just repeat, because this is a new video. My soulmate, if you're out there, but I hope you're sleeping right now. Nobody's taking you down, please, because if I'm suffering and you've made me start like doing this content thing, I pray that if we are to meet, like may we meet and it be good, but please keep yourself from me. Please don't give it out too much, please. I am also keeping myself. I'm trying. If we meet, we meet. If you don't, if we're never meant to meet, then I guess I'll die with blue balls. There's no harm in it, huh? Yeah, young people, I'm a very interested. Lots of my friends are young people. I'm 31, but I also have 16-year-old friends. I like talking to young people because you're the future. And I also have a young man spirit, and I understand you. We are actually the ones who invented the hippie lifestyle. Ask anybody about me, my lifestyle. When I was young, I was a hipster, fully fledged, born. I'm a Pisces. We are edgy. Let me give you examples of Pisces. Rihanna is a Pisces. Justin Bieber is a Pisces. So you can tell by their character. Absol is a Pisces. Albert Einstein was a Pisces. David Craig from the James Bond thing is a Pisces. Is it David Craig or Daniel Craig? That guy, that actor. I keep confusing the singer with the actor, you know. There's this movie alive, A Quiet Place. Is it not Amy Rossum? The actor is... In my video, we are going to be incorporating technology. That chick is a Pisces, we share their birthday. I recommend you watch it. It's a very nice movie. A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place. Cast. A Quiet Place. Cast members. Emily Blunt. A very nice actor. He's also a Pisces. Yes, that's the word. Young people. This is your big brother. Though I'm short, but I'm still your big brother. I am here to talk to you because I've been purposeless for long. All of a sudden, this idea just dawned on me. I was in pain. I told you why I was in pain maybe on my other videos, like on my YouTube page. The universe saved me because I was almost crashing out, you know. I told you why. I cannot say. It's like a love thing, you know, but I cannot say. You know. I don't want, just out of my own dignity, I don't want to say it, you know. And because let us just, that story, I made peace with it. Let us just leave that story alone. But I was in pain, so during this week I just discovered that whole idea, you know. And another idea, also a life-changing one, which my friend put me on it. Now that I even told him you saved me, because I was really like struggling my whole trajectory. I'm just another guy out here, you know, trying to survive, trying to live. Yeah. I don't claim to know it all. I don't know anything actually. I go off intuition. Intuitions. So is it intuition or intuition? Whichever. Yeah. Don't forget God or the higher power. You don't have to be a saint. Be human. And be you. It's very important. It's very, very important. Never forget where you come from. Always make peace with your lineage. That I learned in 2024. Yes, I'll tell you about that story. About that, it's a very interesting story. My life is like a movie. we're going to talk more. In my other video, I talked about my mother briefly, but I'll talk about her in another video. There are certain things that I discovered later on where if I had knew them earlier on, I would have been a better person. But I'm trying to tell you upfront, especially you young people, don't make the same mistakes that the older people made. If I tell you not to be a snake, I know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to sound cool. I'm just telling you for free. In all your endeavors, be a genuine person. Don't be a snake, because karma is retributive. You have learned that word, retributive. What does it mean? Karma always has a get back. It will slide. You know the way King Lil Duck says, slide for one. It will slide for whatever the reason. It will slide when you ask, pop up with a switch and blink you up, you know. Shout out to Brooklyn boys. Young people are the future. As much as it's hard, like you're living in hard times, it's also you are like living life on easy mode also, or on cheat mode in terms of access of information. If I was young, like young and like right now, if I was in campus, I would immerse myself in the world of information. I'll just be constantly learning, researching, learning. I would advise you to do the same. Research, learn. You can do anything, you're not limited. I've spoken about this early in my other bad videos. Riswe, Shindwe, I am a Luya, we say that. I'm a proud Luya. You know why I'm a proud Luya? I never used to like my tribe, it was a bit embarrassing to tell people that I am a Luya. So I got a chance to work in the Luya, like not a Luya world, Luya, how can I say, Luya region for 2 years. It's the only place in Bungoma, it's the only place I saw like good looking people, like especially, let me use this example. My former supervisor, Brenda, shout out to you. Brenda was a baddie, but she used to like speak Luya in front of people, and she never, you see the way the Luo people are, they are like patriots to their language. A Luo people is the only person to be speaking his language or her language, yet they are in like in Manhattan or in LA, and in front of some crazy people. But they're still Luo, they don't change. So I want to be like that. I learned that when I was during my time in Bungoma, because I saw many rich people who are proudly Luya. Like, Wetangula and them. They're just proud Luyas. So I am proudful of my ethnicity. Because I didn't choose, what can I do about it? The least I could do is to be proud of it, and claim it. Make good with your lineage, young people. Know where you come from. Roots is key. I wish I have no, on both sides, my father and mother, I have no grandmother, no grandfather, they are dead. I wish they were here because I can't speak Luya. Because I'll tell you my life story and you'll understand why I can't speak Luya. I wish they were here so that they could teach me like how to speak it. This is something I'm going to also talk about. Make good, mend your broken relationships, especially with relatives, especially your mom, dad, those close relatives. Please mend those relationships while you're both alive, in whatever the scenario or aspect. Because whenever any of you, God forbid, passes, it will leave like a thorn or a forever pain on the other party, or to the other party. They'll be living in regrets, and you don't want to live life like that. Try to avoid having regrets in life. I repeat, nobody has it figured out. Nobody knows it all. Show me that, I'll show you a liar. Even Elon and them, they're still in constant battle with themselves and questioning life, I am sure. Elon, Bezos and them. I have done this mad long. It's now 3:14. Hey, party people. Imagine I started this exactly 12 today, 12 in the morning. 3 hours and I've lost like a whole 2 hours with good content. I can't believe this. But I'll get my get back. I'm going to say some fly shit tomorrow also. Or even now, I can do another hour. But I just need to pause. I need to pause it exactly at 1 hour, and I have a few seconds left. So let us do this. Let us close this, like the whole Happy New Year thing. So we are down to 27 seconds. I'm going to start the countdown when it reaches around close to the last 10 seconds. Is it? In it. The UK people say like that. In it. Skepta and them. Hey, you guys should watch Top Boy. I know most of you have, but Top Boy is dope. Anyway, 48, 49, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bam, I'll be back.